Yo, what's up? What's good, D Squad? How you doing? How you feeling, man? It's your boy D back on another Ben reaction, man. You already know what today is, man. Today is Shady Friday number 133. And today we got Groundhog Day, man, off the Marshall Mathers LP2, of course. You know what I'm saying? We almost done with the album. I know I got the same shirt I had on yesterday, man. Don't judge me. You know, I had my day off today, you know, and I just didn't change clothes. I'm fresh out of bed. Had to bring out this reaction for y'all, you know, because I got something I got to do later. But we ain't here for that. We ain't here to talk about that. We here to get into this reaction, man. Like I said, we almost done. About to wrap the album up. You already know I got the lyrics on deck. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to worry about not knowing what Eminem is talking about, you know, because some of y'all that don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like just watching me sit down and enjoy the song. Y'all want me to actually dissect it. So with that being said, I'm going to make sure I dissect it for y'all today. I'm gonna leave the original video link in the description down below if those y'all want to check it on your own time. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and join the Thief Squad if you haven't already. And also subscribe to my second channel, DatBoiDith Skits. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. You know, God has blessed us to see another day. Without further ado, chat, let's get into this reaction. Now, this song about Eminem's childhood in Detroit, Michigan is based on the 1993 movie Groundhog Day. Never seen the movie. In the movie, the same day repeats itself over and over again, and tomorrow never happens, signifying the change is only temporary and never lasts. Okay, so I feel like we about to get a little deep in this song, huh? Like we about to get a little deep. All right, y'all. Well, looks like we gotta lock in. Let's go.
What is a nightmare? The dictionary tells us it is a terrifying dream. A nightmare, a nightmare, a nightmare.
I used to think I had bad.
Let's run that back. That's the intro. I think that was in something important. Let's go.
What is a nightmare? The dictionary tells us it is a terrifying dream. A nightmare, a nightmare.
Okay, so the intro says, what is a nightmare? The dictionary tells us it is a terrifying dream. A nightmare. Is this, I'm assuming this is a line from the film. It says this is sampled from Power Records, the Fantastic Four. Ah, like a comic. The way it began, a 1974 reading of the September 1972 Fantastic Four issue of the same name. This line is voiced by Peter Fernandez. Shout out to Peter Fernandez. But yeah, this is off the, maybe, you know, basically from the old comics, the Marvel Comics, Fantastic Four. And this was one of the lines from it. So that's nice. That's dope that's what he used. That's nice. That's nice there. Okay, hold on. Let's proceed.
I used to think I had bad luck, but I wasn't superstitious. Till one day I grew suspicious when I stepped on a crack on that net and stooping. Got pooped on by a group of stupid pigeons. Then we flew the coop to Michigan to start a new addiction. Missouri from Michigan didn't work, so we moved back to Missouri from Michigan. From Missouri back to Michigan. Someone put me out my misery. I can't do this again. Mom, please stick to a decision. Discipline, last thing I wanna do is listen. She's like Lex Luthor bitching and rules her krypton. Night, so the walls that I lost my power to see through them bitches. But I run into him, running through the kitchen, pretending to be blind Superman, cause I had no supervision. But I did have a superpower though. I could turn into invisible kid, disappear out of sight like a true magician. Then one day Uncle Ronnie brought over this new but different music into the picture, and it became my new religion.
All right, let's stop right there. He said a whole lot just now. Now, one of the things he said, then we flew the coop to Michigan to start anew, but ditching. Then we flew the coop to Michigan to start anew, but ditching. The words anew, but ditching can also sound like a new beginning. That's what he meant with that. And then after that, he said, Missouri for Michigan didn't work. Hold on. Missouri for Michigan didn't work, so we moved back to Missouri from Michigan. From Missouri back to Michigan. Someone put me out of my misery. I can't do this again. So Eminem moved with his single mom a lot between Missouri and Michigan until finally settling in Warren, Michigan, because things never worked out in either state constantly. Also, notice the wordplay. Someone put me out of my misery. Missouri. Yeah, since he ended up leaving Missouri for good and on Mich again, because once again, he ends up in Michigan. Oh my God, Mich again, Missouri. So he used both of the states in a scheme. Like, oh man. Then he said it's relating to his life to the movie Groundhog Day as he keeps moving back and forth between the two the two states. That's fire, yo. That's fire. Then after that, he said, Mom, please stick to a decision. Discipline. Last thing I want to do this. Last thing I want to do is listen. Marshall and his mom had moved a lot through Michigan and Missouri to try to support his grandmother for a while until his early teen years. He is frustrated at his mom because from a teen's perspective, it gets irritating and also there's no time to make friends. Note the play on words with discipline and stick. A stick being what's used to Yo, she's like lecture Lucher. No, I can't talk today, y'all. Forgive me. I'm trying to get these bars for y'all. She's like Lex Luthor, bitching. Her rules are kryptonite. So the walls, I done lost my power to see through them bitches. But I run into them. Running through the kitchen, pretending to be blind Superman because I had no supervision. Crazy Superman scheme right there that Eminem is already very familiar with. Lex Luthor is Superman's archenemy. We could say that M's archenemy was his mom, for the first part of his career at least. Kryptonite is an alien material that weakens Superman. That's Superman's weakness. For those of y'all who wasn't aware of that, must have never watched Superman that much. But yeah, that was a crazy bar. He's flipping the word supervision, which is supervision is controlling over watching for somebody. In this case, his mom didn't watch out for him as a kid. So he had no supervision. One of the Superman's abilities is his supervision, which makes him able to see through walls. If Superman would go blind, he would literally have no supervision. Yo, so that whole Superman scheme was crazy. But I did have a superpower though. I could turn into Invisible Kid, disappear out of sight like a true magician. He thinks that as a kid, he could be in the room and no one would notice him. His superhero name is also similar to Fantastic Four member Invisible Woman. You know what I'm saying? He's the member of Fantastic Four who could also turn invisible, which is another way of saying like he feels like he's not seen. You know what I'm saying? He could just, he's just in the background. And one day, Uncle Ronnie brought over his new but different music into the picture, and it became my new religion. He's referring to hip hop. The first rap song that Eminem ever heard was Reckless by Ice-T, which was featured on the Breakin' soundtrack. His Uncle Ronnie gave him the record, and it immediately became something he would listen to religiously. So like I said, first time he heard rap, fell in love with it. Just like the rest, just like a whole lot of us. Me personally as well. So let's go ahead and continue, man. But this is getting good.
Ronnie brought over this new but different music into the picture, and it became my new religion.
I remember it clearly, even today.
Y'all heard that little thing? It says, I remember it clearly, even today. It's a little interlude, I'm assuming, back to the comic. Said Ronnie's showing Eminem the music made such an impact of his life that to this day he remembers it. The sample is from the audio recording of the Captain America comic in A Phoenix Shall Arise. So it's another comic, you know what I'm saying? But at this time is more of a Captain America, like Avengers, not really Fantastic Four, but it's all still Marvel, because the one in the beginning of the song was from Fantastic Four, and this one is from a Captain America comic. We're gonna move on to verse 2.
I remember it clearly, even today.
Moved back to Michigan again, chilling with my grandma Ned, always itching for something to do. Was flipping through radio stations one day and discovered this DJ who was mixing. I say it to this day, if you ain't listen to the wizard, you ain't have a fucking clue what you was missing. I'd zone out with my head.
All right, hold on real quick. All right, so he said always itching for something to do was flipping through the radio stations one day and discovered this DJ who was mixing. I say it to this day, if you ain't listened to the wizard, you ain't have a fucking clue what you was missing. Most likely referring to Jeff Mills, aka the Wizard, a renowned DJ who worked for Detroit's hip hop radio station WJLB in the 80s. Eminem mentioned the station on If I Had in Lowdown Dirty. This is some of his songs that he referenced the DJ on. And then it was also featured on 8 Mile. 8 Mile was a movie that Eminem was starred in, you know, basically about his life. So that was a nice bar right there. But yeah, that was nice. That was nice right there. That was nice.
You ain't listen to the wizard, you ain't have a fucking clue what you was missing. I'd zone out with my headphones, all I remember doing's wishing for shoes. Fuck them stupid Pumas, bitch, it's all about them new edition troops. You get them mellow cool cooling system.
It's all about them new edition troops. Troops are an old sneaker brand. I think I've heard of Troops before. I mean, I'm pretty young, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I've never wore them, of course not. I mean, because they probably stopped coming around when I was born. I was born in 01. But basically, it's an old shoe brand. Then it says, M also mentions Pumas and Troops in Yellow Brick Road. Puma's the brand because the clan makes Troop. So that was a nice bar. That was a nice little quick scheme right there. You know what I'm saying? With the Troop brand. Then after that, he says, you get them LL Cool J cooling system. A pun with LL Cool J's name, Cool and Cooling System. Troops is a shoe brand that is also mentioned on Yellow Brick Road, like I said. The brand often used rappers to endorse their products. The LL Cool J cooling system was a design featured on a specific pair of Troops. It also is a play on one of LL's first singles, the Boomin' System. So basically, he's paying homage to LL Cool J and what he had going on early in his career. So that was nice, man. I like the fact that Eminem, he knows he's a legend himself, but he still pays homage to the people before him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't forget about the people that started this. And that's very important, you know, because you can know what you're capable of, but if you don't pay homage and you don't give credit where it's due, it's like you come off as very, very cocky. And you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're not appreciating the craft as you should be. And I feel like Eminem, that's one thing that Eminem does very, very well is become a student to the game and appreciates the craft.
Stupid Pumas, bitch, it's all about them new edition troops. You get them LL Cool J cooling system. Made that final maneuver to 8 Mile and Hoover, and somehow I saw my future. Isn't this? That's how I knew my mission. Little boombox booming, spitting, practicing.
And somehow I saw my future in this. And somehow I saw my future is in this. That's how I knew my mission. I think he's referring to hip hop again. So Eminem envisioned his future in rap music and made it his mission to be the best in rap. He's accomplishing that, by the way. Also notice after he said he moved to 8 Mile and Hoover, he saw his future in this. The character Future portrayed Proof in the 8 Mile movie, who helped Eminem a lot in his music. So this is another bar referring to the film. If you didn't see 8 Mile, I would highly advise you to. If you're an Eminem fan, you have to have at least glanced at the movie 8 Mile. But basically, this is true. Future is in this. This is another double entendre, another scheme. Future in this. Future mean that I'm gonna go far in the rap game. Also, Future being one of the characters in 8 Mile, which is somebody that helped Eminem pursue it and take it seriously, which was AKA played by Mekhi Phifer, one of the best actors out here. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great scheme right there. That was a great flip right there that he just did right there.
I saw my future, isn't this? That's how I knew my mission. Little boombox booming, spitting, practicing numerous written. When I sit in my room and vision, and my dreams come to fruition. I remember Proof would visit. Couldn't wait to play him my new shit. He go cuckoo.
He said, I remember Proof would visit. Proof was his old friend, man, that passed away, if you don't know. So he said Proof was Eminem's best friend and also a member of D12 who died in 2006, April. You know what I'm saying? So he was one of his good friends, and D12 was one of M's groups. You know what I mean? That he developed. Proof was one of the M members. He said Eminem has a tattoo across his forearm of him. So he has a Proof tattoo on his forearm right there. He says D12 is a rap group which Eminem is a part of. They have been inactive for quite some time. Like I said, they don't really do much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Proof's death played a big part in it. You never know, you know? But sometimes groups do that. They just split up and not do anything.
Dreams come to fruition. I remember Proof would visit. Couldn't wait to play him my new shit. He go cuckoo ballistic. Go through the roof for his shit. It's like we knew the instant we touched the mic that both of us two existed to do this shit. Never quit, too persistent.
Carve down that underground empire.
Started a group of misfits, proof had a proposition. If we all band together, there ain't no stopping this shit. Come up with aliases, bipolar opposites, and be ready to come off the top of sharp precision. If you got dissed at the
Started a group of misfits, proof had a proposition. If we all band together, there ain't no stopping this shit. Come up with aliases, bipolar opposites, and be ready to come off to the top at sharp precision. So he circles back to proof, saying that he's the reason behind, he's the backbone behind the group. He said that it'd be a good idea. And then he said Eminem's notorious group D12 or the Dirty Dozen, currently made of Eminem, Slim Shady, Kaniva, Swifty, Fuzz, Scooter, with past members Bugs, Proof, Bizarre, Con Artists. These are so Bugs and Proof are passed away, and Bizarre and Con Artists, or Mr. Porter, is still out here. They each came from similar backgrounds and circumstances, wanting to make it big in the rap game. It was technically a group made with 6 rappers, each having alter egos. Dirty Dozen, however, due to the death of Proof and Bugs and Fuzz leaving the group and rejoining, the numbers have varied. So like I said before, the deaths could easily play a big part in why D12 aren't a thing anymore. And which is totally normal, you know, because you would think, what's the group without those people?
bipolar opposites, and be ready to come off the top of sharp precision. If you got dissed at the shop, cause if they caught you slipping, they take your spot if someone got to ripping you and you forgot your written. Opportunity knocks once, it ain't knocking again. It tried ding dong ditching shit. I fucking got that bitch in a headlock cut.
Opportunity knocks once, it ain't knocking again. In rap battles, rappers really only had one shot. This refers to the song Lose Itself. One shot, one opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the song. You know, in the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. You know what I'm saying? So he was referring, and he sometimes does this. He refers to, he uses bars referencing his old tracks. So Lose Yourself is definitely a classic. And he's talking about that. He said, opportunity knocks once, and ain't knocking again. So you only get one shot. What are you going to do with that one shot? That's what he was expressing in Lose Yourself. Like, you know, what you going to do with it? Everybody going to get it, but you only get it one time. You know, so I'm glad that was a good little play off his old song right there.
This oxygen slims, not margin like cocksucking, send the rocks in the wind. Now I got a pot to piss in, spot him that top position, copping over the opposition, looking like a dog that's pissing, leg up on the competition, promising complete dominant. Sugar Ray Robinson, I'm in the league, Mohammed's and Ali's my colleague, bombing them, probably end up on top of.
Oh, okay, we getting crazy. Promising complete dominance, Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm in the league of Muhammad's in. I'm in the league Muhammad's in. Y'all, I mean, some of it is self-explanatory. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. Promising complete dominance in the rap game like Sugar Ray Robinson is in a boxing match. One of the greatest boxers of all time. This is true. And he's in the same league as the other rap legends. Biggie, Tupac, Big L, which is also true. Like Robinson's in the league with Muhammad Ali. Basically, he made the boxing league and the rap game parallel, which is saying, like, I'm in the same league with the best. You know what I'm saying? That's all he was saying. How Sugar Ray was in the same league as Muhammad. Muhammad Ali, we all know that he's the GOAT of boxing. Was the GOAT of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, rest in peace, by the way. You know. So, yeah, that's all he was saying. He was making a parallel. He was making a rap game. His ability in a rap game, him being in the league with the greats, parallel to how Sugar Ray was in the same league of Muhammad Ali. This is another possible shout out to Jay-Z from his line on FUTW from the Magna Carta Holy Grail album. I feel like motherfucking Cassius Clay right now. Genius. As explained in this line, Jay is making the comparison between himself and Muhammad Ali, which he has been doing since 2007. M has touched on before how he respects Jay and considers himself in the same league as an overall rap artist throughout the album and throughout the majority of his career. M spoke on it less subtly on Never Enough. As long as you place me amongst one of them greats, when I hit the heavenly gates, I'll be cool beside Jay-Z. M is shouting out Jay and uses the boxing metaphor to explain that he considers himself in the same league, which is very true. And I don't feel like nobody on this earth would deny that. If you do, you're just a hater, literally. I mean, because like everything that Eminem has accomplished in his career, you can't say that he's at least nowhere near Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So that right there that's totally appropriate, the way he did that.
Robinson, I'm in the league, Mohammed's and Ali's my colleague, bombing them, probably end up on top of them, stomping them like a Dominican. I'm rushing like a Ukrainian, Ladanian, Tomlinson.
Stomping them like Damukan. I'm a Russian like Ukrainian, Ladanian, Tomlinson. Stomping them like New King. Hold on. M is referring to an incident that occurred with Damukan, a defensive tackle for the Miami Dolphins back in 2011 when he played for the Detroit Lions. He got ejected for stomping on the Green Bay Packers player. A year after this song was released in 2014, he did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers, receiving a suspicion. So he's referring to a player that's on the team of his hometown, Detroit, and he got penalized for doing not so appropriate things on the field. Those y'all who don't know, stomping on people's heads in the fields is not illegal. You know what I'm saying? You get out for that. You know what I'm saying? He did that to A-Rod as well. That's why he got out the game. So that was a good comparison. That was a good bar right there. Referring, shouting out his hometown. Then he says, I'm rushing like a Ukrainian with Danian Tomlinson. I play on the word rushing here in continuation off of the football references from the previous line. Rushing like LaDainian Tomlinson, a former professional football player who was a running back in the NFL for 11 seasons. Rushing at your cranium. Rushing. Like the, you know what I mean? Russian. Because Ukraine was one part of the Russian Empire and then the USSR. The name Ukraine means at the edge, cray, of the country border, and also sounds like uranium, an element used in nuclear bombs. This goes with the line before Ali's my colleague bombing them. Yeah, y'all see how he puts like words together and just makes it make sense?
I'm in the league, Mohammed's and Ali's my colleague, bombing them, probably end up on top of them, stomping them like a Dominican. I'm rushing like a Ukrainian, Ladanian, Tomlinson. Flow vomits in your face, competitors fall at my waist. You spit a rhyme, I spit in a rhyme's face. So name the time, place the.
I like how you said that. You spit a rhyme, I spit a rhyme's face. I spit a rhyme's face. Let's elaborate. He's saying I'm better than you because I spit directly in the rhyme's face and you only spit on her. I'm better than you because I spit directly in the rhyme's face and you only spit on her. Yo. Hey, man. we gonna leave it at that. We gonna leave that one right there.
Falling my waist, you spit a rhyme, I spit in a rhyme's face. So name the time, place the battle, bitch. I'm still in that mind state. Don't make me step on you and make you wine grapes. Cry babies, maybe my way that I use words is loose, but you turds better be careful.
Yo, bro, this song is full of bars, bro. To battle, bitch, I'm still in that mind state. Don't be a smart ass because I'm still thinking that I battle. Oh my God. Then he says, don't make me step on you and make you a wine. Stepping on grapes is literally one of the key steps in process of making wine. You need grapes to make wine. We all know that. Crybabies may be my way that I use words. The other rappers are crying and Eminem is thinking maybe he's using these words too loosely. Maybe he should direct his rhymes at someone in particular. Cause he's not name dropping. But see, that's, he's saying maybe I should just start saying names. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bruh. I know this is gonna be a long reaction.
Grapes, cry babies, maybe my way that I use words is loose, but you turds better be careful how you choose yours. He's feeling scarred, but egos bruise worse, and the truth hurts. Shit, no wonder you're sore losers. I wish you.
Cause feeling scarred, but egos bruise worse. And the truth hurts. Shit, no wonder you're sore losers. Scheme is this is another scheme. Scheme involving forms of skin injuries, bruise, scar. Later, a double entendre involving a sore. Sore has a form of skin injury. Sore loser, someone who easily loses his cool when facing defeat. Yo, that was hard. Sore loser, sore. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice.
Birds, ooh, no more tripping and bird shit. Songs of self-empowerment, surging words of encouragement, but discouraging the rappers that rap games. God, but the name's not James Todd. I'm just the wordsmith. So let these words lift, cause all I got is bars for you dumbbells, since yours ain't working out. Each verse is more merciless than the first is.
Oh my God. Words of encouragement, but discouraging the rappers. Hold up. His lyrics have always been inspiring and motivational. Eminem has created some of the best pump-up tracks in rap. He is also saying that the lyrics are not for other rappers and telling them to back off. He also throws around lots of disses in his raps. This is very true. All of this is true. All of this is true. Then after that, he says, the rap game's God, but the name's not James Todd. I'm just wordsmith. While dubbing himself the rap's God, M gives a nod to LL Cool J, whose government name is James Todd Smith. So he's talking about LL Cool J again. He's giving himself credit, but at the same time, he's paying homage to somebody before him. That's awesome. In 2004 interview with BBC, Eminem stated that LL Cool J made him want to rap. And in 2009, Eminem performed LL's Rock the Bells for VH1 alongside Black Thought and DJ Jazzy Jeff as a tribute to him. In 2017, Eminem put LL above him for his single Walk on Water. I'm not God sent. Nas, Rakim, Pac, B.I.G., James Todd Smith. So he's saying that he's the best, but at the same time he's saying I'm not. Like I know people that are better than me. So he's humble. He's humble. He says he's the best, but he's humble at the same time. And then he says, so let these words lift, because all I got is bars for you dumbbells. Come on. Since yours ain't working out, each verse is. Yo, that's hard. Here's another scheme. That's another scheme. This time involving different forms of workout. Lift bars, dumbbells, and even working out. I got to say this for people that don't understand. Bars is bars, a form of exercise of pulling your body upwards, and also cleverly formed lines like this one. Dumbbell as weights. Calling someone a dumbbell means simply saying that they are slow or stupid. Dumb. Oh my God, M. Yo.
But the name's not James Todd. I'm just the wordsmith. So let these words lift, cause all I got is bars for you dumbbells, since yours ain't working out. Each verse is more merciless than the first is, and you ain't gotta wear no shoes and shirt in this piece to get served. Blood first, revenge of the nerves.
Not true that you're not.
Oh man.
And you ain't got to wear no shoes and shirt in this bitch to get served. Oh, snap.
Yo, here Eminem references the film Fight Club, the sixth rule, no shirts, no shoes, referencing the sixth rule of Fight Club. When a waiter or waitress serves you at a restaurant, they will usually be wearing shoes and a shirt. M here is emphasizing that this is not the kind of serve he means, more of a lyrical assault. No shirt, no shoes, no service is a very common sign in front of restaurants. You won't be receiving any service if you don't follow the dress code. Oh my God. Bloodthirst, and then he says, bloodthirst, revenge of the nerds. That sounds like a bar. He said, I think that M is talking about before when he was bullied in school. That's why he talk about nerds. So this is a reference to his experience in school when he was younger. But yeah, let's continue. This is crazy.
Not escape my vengeance.
The dumpy kid with them ears like Dumbo's gone. Where the Uncle Ron? I'm turning into.
Hold on. We got another interlude from another. It says no to. It says, no to that you'll not escape my vengeance. Eminem will get his revenge and nobody is going to escape from it. The sample is from Captain America and the Falcon and a Phoenix Shall Rise from 1974. He also used quotes from his comic at the intro of Rap God. Now that you think about it, the voice did sound familiar. Y'all know that song. Y'all know the beginning of Rap God. He was like, "Look, I was going to make it easy on you, not to hurt your feelings." You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now and it's crazy because this is on the same album. That's crazy. Like how he playing with the interludes, the comic interludes on his album. That's fire. That's fire, yo. That's fire, bro. His love for Marvel is very interesting.
My
The dumpy kid with them ears like Dumbo's gone. Where the Uncle Ron? I'm turning into a non-humble Don. You run, Dumbo's all I
Oh my God. But the dumpy kid with them ears like Dumbo's gone. Word to Uncle Ron. I'm turning into a non-humble Don. Oh my, yo, bro. Dumbo is the story of a baby elephant. That's a Disney movie. For those of y'all who don't know, Eminem has a similar story for us. Dumbo moves to a new circus and gets taunted by the other elephants because of his large ears. M moved to an African-American neighborhood where he got bullied for being white. We all know this. Mrs. Jumbo loses her temper at a group of boys for making fun of her son. M's mother, Debbie Mathers Briggs, who filed a lawsuit for $10,000. Timothy Q. Mouse, who feels sympathy for Dumbo and becomes determined to make him happy again. M's uncle Ronnie, who was his close friend and gave him his first rap song, might also be Dr. Dre, mentor in Dumbo's story. So he's comparing his life with Dumbo the elephant, which is fire, by the way. The circus director makes Dumbo the top of an elephant pyramid stunt, but Dumbo trips over his ears and misses his target. B Rabbit, who choked up on stage in 8 Mile. B Rabbit was Eminem's character that he played in 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how it adds up? Despite his newfound popularity and fame, Dumbo hates his job and is now more miserable than ever. This is M getting famous, of course. He doesn't hate his job. He hates the fame. You know? In the end of the story, Dumbo becomes a media sensation. Timothy becomes his manager. M is incredible, dog. I ain't gonna lie. He's incredible.
Gone with the Uncle Ron. I'm turning into a non-humble Don. You run, Dumbo's all I got is stick for you to combo on. So start the show, but I need a drum roll for Uncle On. Better back away from the front row, get launched. Up your arm, bigger than the Kimbe Mutombo on the fucking Jumbotron.
Oh my God, it doesn't stop. Get launched. Show you I'm bigger than the Kimbe Mutombo on the fucking Jumbotron. Yo, all these name references is like incredible. Like, a very tall basketball player on the jumbo TV screen in basketball stadiums is gonna look very large. Eminem's even bigger than that. The Kimbe Mutombo is a Congolese American retired basketball player. He is 7'2". He's very big. You say he's bigger than that. That's a very, very, very bold statement right there.
Get launched up your arm, bigger than the Kimbe Mutombo on the fucking Jumbotron.
Yeah.
I'm a juggernaut, you not wanna rumble, you bumble clots. I'll leave you stretched out like a fucking yard. Some motherfucking lord, your ass is.
Oh my God, I'll leave you stretched out like a fucking yawn. Oh my God. When you yawn, you stretch your arms. Who would have thought of that? Who would have thought of that? Leaving someone stressed out means to fuck them up. Yawn, I'll leave you more stressed out than a yawn. M's gotta stop, bro. Like he got it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. M's got it, bro.
I'll leave you stretched out like a fucking yard.
Oh my God.
Some motherfucking lord, your ass is a blades of grass, and I'm fucking up this whole landscape of rap. The goat is 8 acres, and 8th of that was just to make a path and take it straight to your favorite rapper.
Oh my, here you go, talking trash about the goat. Just 8 acres, and 8 of that. Yo, look, he's comparing his 8 studio albums to acres and saying he ate them. This is also some clever wordplay of him claiming to be one of the goats in hip hop. GOAT stands for greatest of all time. The term was coined by LL Cool J. I didn't even know that. All this time, I didn't even know LL Cool J came out with that term. An unreleased Eminem track called GOAT, GOAT, was stolen and leaked in 2011. Wow. See, I'm learning a whole lot from this album, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm learning a whole lot. I don't know about y'all, and maybe y'all have known this already, but me, I didn't. And I'm a huge Eminem fan. Was just to make a path and take it straight to your favorite rapper. The GOAT can be used in 2 ways, as a sheep and also the greatest of all time. So M is saying that he is eating not many acres to make a path and to take you to your favorite rapper. He didn't need to eat many acres, and he didn't need to be at 100% to kill rappers. Yo, bro, he'll talk his junk now. He'll talk his junk. But he'll still pay homage to the people that deserve it and deserve it.
The eighth of that was just to make a path and take it straight to your favorite rapper. Oh look, my notebook with smoke cooked like the flow stood a foot over the flame on the stove soot. Hard to breathe, floating like oak wood was burning. Return of the no good, and I won't quit.
And the next thing I know, something came crawling up from below. Something that made Godzilla look like a plain head.
I like these interludes, man. The interlude said, "And the next time I know, something came crawling up from below. Something that made Godzilla look like a blamed." M is huge and takes you by surprise. You cannot escape his vengeance. Godzilla is a giant beast from the movie Godzilla in '54. The interlude is sampled from a Power Records reading of the Fantastic Four, The Way It Began. Again, he goes back to the Fantastic Four, the same comic from the beginning of the song. Nice.
Won't change, it's like Groundhog's Day. So crowd around y'all, cause you may see him pop out your head.
All right, that was the bridge of the song, and it says, "I'm a monster, mutt. I'm gonna turn into a monster. I'm a monster, mutt, with my dick in your mouth all day." Oh wow. So these lines are reminiscent of the hook on Cassidy's track, "I'm a Hustler." The final line is sampled from Sam Kinnison's comedy album Louder Than Hell. So this is another reference to another song. So that was nice. That was a nice little detail right there.
I'm not so sure I want to know from whence it came, but the white-fleshed creature's trail is easily followed. There, before that shimmering veil of light, the ivory-skinned slug thing.
Okay. Hey, so this is a very great song. It's a very great track. It was full of bars. This is a long reaction, you know what I'm saying? Because if you know Eminem is going to make you work when it comes to being a reactor. He's going to always keep you on your toes. For those of y'all who's trying to dissect the song. And I feel like I've done a good job at that for y'all today. Like, this is about to be a 40-minute video of me just dissecting every bar, thanks to genius.com. But yeah, y'all, that was Eminem with Groundhog Day. Like I said, if it wasn't for Genius, I wouldn't have known that Groundhog Day was a film. I wouldn't have known that LL Cool J came up with the term GOAT. I thought that it was made by the community. I thought, just like everything else, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned a lot with this, with just listening to this track. And I appreciate y'all that stood back and sat back and listened to this reaction. I hope you guys learned a lot as well, because I know there's a lot of y'all out there like me that was very ignorant when it came to some of the stuff that we learned today. So I appreciate that. Shout out to Eminem for just being a dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's another reference to 8 Mile. But nah, for just being him, man. You know, he's just him, bro. He's one of the best, if not the best. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm excited to wrap this album up. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that I've listened to the last tracks on this album, so I'm excited to get into those. You know what I'm saying? I've listened to a lot of nice tracks on this album that I haven't heard before, so I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So with that being said, that concludes another video of Shady Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Same time next week. Any other questions, drop it in the comment section and we'll go from there. But until next time, man, I hope you guys enjoying y'all Friday so far. I hope you guys looking forward to the weekend. You know what I'm saying? We y'all got planned. Y'all just stay safe. Until next time, man, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Until next time, DatBoiDith out, man. Peace. I don't know why my hand was like that, but y'all get what I was doing. The salute.